Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood for my weekly update on Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Let's waste no more time. Let's head over to the escalators. Let's see what they've added since last week. Well, just look at this. They've done so much just since last week. They've added a whole cluster of supports here. Oh my, let's take a look over the edge here. And this is incredible. They got a couple staged over there. That's gonna go up here pretty soon. Looks like they have a top piece that's gonna go, I think, up there. They might need to add another section before the top piece goes on. And then there's also a cross section there. I think that's gonna link between two of the supports here. Oh, wow. These are beefy. It reminds me a lot of X2, not just the color, but just the thickness of the supports. There's also still, down there where that footing is, there's still one more mounting point. So I'm kind of curious where that's gonna go. My guess is that there's gonna be a support that kind of comes straight up and then connects over to that one, because they're gonna have this inversion that goes over the escalators here and to the other side. And then just for a point of reference here, so we have this track that's coming underneath right here, and then it's gonna pop out the other side. Trying to get this as accurate as I can here. So yeah, point of reference, track's going underneath there, and it's gonna come over this way, and then right over here we have another footing. They've dug down quite a bit, and there's more over here as well for the track as it comes in this direction. Also, look at the station. Hasn't progressed too much since last week, but over here where they were building that retaining wall, they already poured the concrete, and now they're filling in with dirt. They're compacting the dirt. It's amazing what can get done in just a week. I mentioned it in previous videos, but just once again want to point out that DOT is direction of travel, and the arrows are also showing the direction of travel as it comes down this way and underneath the escalator. So cool. What a great view of the coaster here. They've been installing a lot late at night after the park closes, so I probably won't see any supports go up. I'm not loving the angle of the sun from here, but yeah, so down here at the bottom of the escalator, I can see where this support angles to the right there, and kind of confirms my thoughts about it attaching to a support over there. We'll just wait and see. Also, they have these weights here, or this big, or a weight. Actually, there's what, two weights here with these cables that are stabilizing this support until they get the rest of the supports on there. Kind of cool. Here's another view of the retaining wall they're working on, as well as all these footings that we'll see supports here really soon. Still have one footing there that has the form in place, and like I was showing, some that still need to be built. But with how fast they get things done here, you know, a week or two, we could easily see more supports make their way over here. With my luck, it'll probably be tomorrow. I also realized that the smaller mangled supports that were scattered all over the hillside here, they are now covered up or removed or something, because I don't see them anymore. The only thing left over here is just this I-beam over here from something else. Looking at the far end of the project now, where the turnaround is going to be, and they have dug down so much over these past couple months. It used to just be a slope, and then they started chipping away at it, and it was kind of stepped. And now we have this giant soldier pile retaining wall there. Just look at the workers down there. You can kind of get a sense of how massive it is. I'm in my way all the way down to the lower lot. I'm right next to Super Nintendo World, looking up at the Fast and Furious ride, and it just dominates the skyline here. You can see the launch track and that inversion that's going to go really close to the station. And then as I pan over in this direction, that takes you all the way over to where that turnaround is going to be, where that other crane is. And once they get more supports and tracking here, you're really going to see this ride from pretty much every area of the park. Just so incredible. This is phenomenal. Here's just another perspective of things. Not too much has changed. Hey, there's a cement truck going down the road there. But the station, like I've said, has grown a lot. They haven't put any new supports in this area quite yet. And another thing that I'm looking at is this retaining wall that has yet to be covered in concrete. I'm sure that's going to happen here at some point, and I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened yet, because they have in other areas where they already have supports done, and they covered it in concrete. So kind of curious as to why that hasn't been done yet, but they have a lot going on here. Here's our overview of the entire construction project. Those super tall supports that are going over the escalators there, and all the footings, the new retaining wall that they're working on. Got the station and all these other supports that were put in a month ago or so. And down here we have another footing that's being worked on. I'm just not sure where it's going to connect to as far as the path of travel. There's more that go off in the direction away from me, but if I look over here, there's nothing until we get to the other side of the road. So I'm guessing somewhere here in the middle they're going to put more footings, but nothing yet. Tons of work going on here at the station. They have the truss pieces in place for the roof. Guys doing some welding. There's also this area of steel on the right-hand side that dips down. And just a wild guess here, but I think it might be for the control booth for the station. It looks like it lands right between those dual loading tracks. And that's where you have the ride operator up there looking down on everyone. Again, just a guess here, but we'll see. Here's another look at that area that dips down, and you can see it lands right between the tracks here. Definitely looks like a control booth. Okay, let's take a look from the overlook where I normally start the videos, but this is where I'm going to end it. So yeah, all the work on the station there, all these supports. And then last week, they were still working on these footings down here, and they've been completed since. And I'm just realizing these ones are square, whereas most of them around, with the exception of the straight section here, which is a launch or a block section. So the area down here where we have those square footings, that's going to be another launch. And then they're working on another footing there. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more pop up here soon. And then looking all the way to the very far end. And like I said, they've lowered that land quite a bit there. They've shaped it. It keeps changing every time I'm here. This is really something else. Anyway, just a final overview of this project here. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for today's video. I'm going to try to get back here late next week, but I'm going on a bit of a coaster trip. I'm going to head up to California's Great America and Six Flags Discovery Kingdom over the holiday weekend. So we'll see. If I don't get back here next week, I'll be definitely here the following week on like a Monday or Tuesday. So stay tuned for that update. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. All right, Bye, guys.